So here's the deal with bar chords. They suck to play and they're way too much on the hand. I refuse to play them, and in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how you can refuse them too. So if you've ever wanted to throw your guitar across the room because of those horrible bar chords, you're not alone. You're in the right place. Do me a favor, go back, pick up that guitar, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, because today we're busting through the myth of bar chords with 3 brilliant hacks that are guaranteed to change your playing forever. Let's dive in. But you've been told you need to memorize 20 or more bar chords up and down the neck, therefore it feels overwhelming, frustrating, and physically exhausting. What I found is that you only need 3 shapes and a few positions. These 3 shapes and positions unlock the most common keys in popular music on the guitar, the key of G, D, A, and E. Everything else, just refuse them. But even if you know which shapes to focus on, there's still another problem. You've been told that bar chords require a full depth hand grip, that you have to press down all 5 or 6 strings perfectly clean and with the first finger and other fingers arched. Therefore, you strain your wrist, you tense up your hand, and you still get buzzing your muted notes. You know, back in the days when I was getting my classical guitar degree, I learned from the great guitarist Bill Canegeiser that barring needs to be avoided at all costs. The problem with barring is that barring is a ticking time bomb when it comes to the energy you need for playing a song. Therefore, you need to refuse them. So how do we refuse them? Well, the truth is you don't need to play every note in a bar chord. Most bar chords are filled with redundant notes that you can drop without actually losing the sound. Let's take a look at it. The very first shape that I want you to learn is the higher shape, B minor, which is going to be fingers 3, 4, 2, and 1. And it's just going to be played from the 4th string all the way up to the top. So as you can see, no bar. Same holds true with the C sharp minor shape. We just move it up 2 frets. Same thing. Let's go over the F sharp major chord, which looks like this. Instead of playing the bar, we're going to take fingers 3, 4, 2, and 1. And we're going to block the 1st string and not play the 6th, and it looks like this. And we do the same thing with G sharp. We just move it up 2 frets. And moving to the F sharp minor, we're going to take fingers 3, 4, and 1. If you can get this string down, that's awesome, but I'm not worried if you don't. We really only need to hear these 3 notes. But if you can grab this note, all power to you. See if you can do it. And to play the G sharp shape, we just simply move that up 2 frets. So when it comes to these simpler shapes, remember, your hand is a musician. It's not a vice clamp from Home Depot. This is how we sound better with less effort, and we refuse the full bar lie. But even once your hand relaxes and your shape are easier, there's still one more trap. You've been told that a true musician should be able to play in all 12 keys, not just the typical guitar keys that we talked about earlier. Yes, this is true. But this doesn't mean that you have to torture your hand with full bar chords. To me, that's just masochistic and unnecessary. And yes, we can still refuse these bar chords if we're playing in a non-guitar key. Let's take a look at a really great song by John Legend called All of Me. Now this song is in the key of A flat major, and it uses the chords F minor, D flat major, A flat, E flat, so you know it's 1, 2, As you can see, that's a lot of barring and that's a bit of torture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a capo. If we take a capo and we put it at the 1st fret over here, all of those horrible masochistic bar chords get easy because now it's just open chords. E minor, C, G. So as you can see, you don't need to suffer through a million grueling bar chords just to enjoy a great song, even if it wasn't written on the guitar. Unless, of course, you enjoy those hand cramps. In which case, carry on, you absolute animal. But for the rest of us, this is how we keep things fresh, fun, motivating, and refuse what holds us back. And just like that, you learn how to refuse bar chords with less strain and a lot more confidence. But if you're the kind of player that loves to dig deeper, I've got something for you. In my older video, I go into much more detail about those same 4 shapes we covered today, with extra tips, technique breakdowns, and a free downloadable PDF for you to practice along with. But heads up, it's from the early days, so the quality's a little rough, just me, an iPhone, and a lot of stubborn optimism. Be sure to click here to watch it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.